welcome to 11 Alive News at 4. I'm Jonathan Martin.
And I'm Faith Jesse. Thanks so much for being here with us. Atlanta police are investigating after a mom was killed this week near Cleveland Avenue in Atlanta. The family of Courtney Reese devastated after her sister was also a victim of gun violence just months ago. 11 Alive's Erica Murphy has our top story today. She's joining us live from the neighborhood on the city's southeast side. Just to emphasize that devastation, Erica, this has got to be such a hard story for that area. What are you hearing from people over there?
Definitely devastating for the people who live in this area. Courtney was just 32 years old, and she was caring for 4 young children when her life was cut short on Tuesday, just here off of Cleveland Avenue and Springside Drive. Police say they were called out to the 39 Springside Drive Southeast just before 9 o'clock. They found Reese suffering from several gunshot wounds, and she succumbed to those injuries. Police say that there is now a short ring cam video that is showing the exact moment that her life was taken. We can't show you that video because it is simply just too graphic, but it does show a man shooting her multiple times after Reese appears to plead with him. We spoke with a group here in the Cleveland Avenue neighborhood who works with families affected by violence. They think that they are seeing an increase in violence against women in this area.
Recently, it's been so much violence against women, and it's like they're just being unprotected. There's a family that's here that's ripped apart. Kids don't have a mom. So we, as the community, Mothers Against Gang Violence, we are here to wrap around that family, because when that happens to you, I know personally, because it happened to me, you need support for everything.
Now, we have reached out to APD several times for an update in this case. We have not heard back from them yet, but we do.
What it do, people? Today, we're going to discuss a very disturbing story. Being one of the newer pages to the crime coverages, I will say this particular tragedy hit me a lot harder since I've been doing my thing on YouTube. This is the story of Courtney Reese. Welcome to Peephole TV, spreading awareness and bringing you public info on current events happening in the urban community. We ain't here to place no judgment. We're just here to show you how one quick decision can change your life. Courtney was only 32 years of age and had 4 adorable kids. Tuesday night, just after 9 p.m., along Springside Drive off Cleveland Ave in southeast Atlanta, Georgia, she was seen unalived on a ring camera that seems to have come from a next-door neighbor's house. You could see a tall, black male figure dressed in a gray sweatsuit and a white tee walking up to Courtney on a porch. At the time of him approaching her, she appears to be cornered in. In this video footage, she's also seen screaming and begging for her life. She's screaming, "Please, please." She even goes to the extent of mentioning that her kids were in the home where she was cornered in. Personally, I believe that this was in hopes to make the killer have some sort of remorse for the kids, as they didn't deserve to witness what was about to go down. Needless to say, the guy didn't pay any of that any type of mind and continued to raise his pistol and aimed it towards Courtney in point blank range. In the footage, you could see where the pistol jammed not once but twice, as he was persistent to do whatever it was he came to do. You would think like, dang, this junk keep jamming, let me go. But nah, he had his mind set on doing what he came to do and clearly wasn't leaving until it was done. He continued to fire at least about 10 to 12 rounds towards this young lady. When I say this video was mind-blowing and very disturbing, much so that I won't even provide the actual footage because it's just that disturbing, y'all. You can do your own research if you will, but I will say that you should watch this at your own risk. This guy showed no type of empathy. Man, let's move on. There's a lot of speculation and hearsay about what led to the devastating tragedy. The family of Courtney has stated to the news outlets that this may be allegedly her ex-boyfriend. No arrests have been made, so I can't say much about that. To make matters worse,
and we have this story to get to. Days after she had started working as a nurse at Grady Hospital, trauma doctors worked to save her life after she got shot. Samitria McCord Edwards died after someone opened fire near a gathering of people who were grieving the loss of a loved one. Channel 2's Tom Jones is live in DeKalb County. Tom, the family says Samitria was an innocent bystander.
Courtney's sister, who is Demetria Edwards McCord, was unalive just a few months earlier in DeKalb County as a large crowd had gathered at a house in the 2000 block of Chestnut Hill Circle off Snapfinger Road when gunshots were heard about 7 p.m. Authorities said the group was attending a repast for a family member.
Yeah, that's right. Demetria's family, George, says she was not the intended target of that shooting that happened right here. They say she was getting in her car, getting ready to leave when she was hit by a random bullet. Just about everybody I talked to say Demetria was a high achiever. She had just graduated nursing school, started her first job, and was ready to heal the world.
Her actual words was, "I'm about to save some lives, baby."
29-year-old Demetria McCord Edwards was so excited about graduating from nursing school and becoming a nurse at Grady Hospital.
She wanted to make people feel better.
This is a picture Demetria took on her 4th day working at the hospital. The next day, Grady trauma doctors tried to save her life after she had been shot.
Gunshot rang out and she was hit.
Demetria had left a funeral for a relative back in May. She went to the repast service at this home on Chestnut Hill Circle. As she was getting ready to leave, someone opened fire several houses away.
Who would be shooting at or around a repast where people are grieving?
Animals. Monsters. That's what I say.
Demetria's family say she was an innocent bystander. She was rushed to Grady Hospital where she died. And so did all of her dreams of healing the world. Demetria's mother says it would heal their hearts if someone would share information about the person or persons who shattered their lives.
It's so unsettling that I have no answers. And we know that she didn't deserve this.
I would also like to add that DeKalb County said that they have identified a 16-year-old suspect in the shooting, but that he has not yet been arrested. Their family said the two shootings were not connected. I'm sure these events has torn this family apart.
She was a vibe, the life of the party.
Her infectious smile is keeping her grieving family's spirit high.
She was everybody's hype man. She was everybody's cook.
Courtney Reese remembered tonight with purple balloons, music, and love.
It's a party. It's a celebration like she would have had any other day. She didn't deserve this. Her kids will miss her, her sisters, her brother, her dad, her mom.
Flowers are now in the place she took her last breath. In a video too graphic to play, Courtney pleads with someone before shots are fired. That person ran away. No arrests have been made.
Her life was cut short, but the children still are here. They still got to be provided for. She was a great mother, and we want them to have everything that we knew that she was going to do for them.
Their life is her legacy.
Imagine trying to wrap your finger around the passing of one individual and trying to find ways to cope about the circumstances, and then boom, y'all are hit with just another one a few months later. This type of situation will have you questioning a lot. As I always say, people, neighbors, nowhere is safe. Literally nowhere. And I usually give advice, but this story here, man, it's just too touchy for me. But what I will say is be the best version of yourself and love on your people, because you really never know when that may be the last encounter you have with them. The Peephole staff would like to send their condolences. The Peephole staff would like to send their condolences to the family and friends of Courtney Reese, as well as Demetria. And remember, there's always a positive reaction to every negative situation. Do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe, and we're going to keep looking out the peephole for you.